What's up, Grind Talks family? We are back again. I'm your boy Smash. We are very excited to have you back. And as you can see, we are in a very different environment from what we are used to. As you know, here at Grind Talks, we do not only focus on people who are actually doing music or whatnot. We focus on people who are actually grinding, regardless of your genre or whatever. If you are grinding or you are pushing a side hustle, we would like to have you in our show. So today we are here at Retro Studio with my guy Zuko. Zuko, what's up, man? You good?
Good in yourself, man.
I'm okay, man. I'm okay. Very glad to be here. Thank you for like getting in contact with us. It's nice to see people in PNB who are grinding and shit. So Zuko,
Sure, yes.
let's talk about the studio.
Yeah.
Tell us more about the studio. What is it about? Like, when did it come about? Like, just tell us more about this whole thing.
So bro, like this place used to be Kamarela Mfethu. Namhlanje OP, umshada fethu ohlala phandle. But you know, I started noticing that I've got a passion for selling impahla. So sometimes you have to make sacrifices in your life and say I'm prepared to lose something to gain something else. So I was just like, she studio, ngakhe studio lapha phandle and just moved back inside and clean. So basically, like, I was in varsity in 2016. After that, I decided, let me start focusing on business as well, because business, if it's like, isn't for everyone, and they say the best time to start business is when you're young. So it's just been like a slow process of just like building the business from scratch. This is where I usually do photo shoots. This is also where like I bring my clients so it's a very like productive space.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand, my guy. So, what do you do? Do you focus on? Because I see a lot of clothes. Yeah. I feel like it's a collection. So, what do you do? Do you only focus on selling clothes? Do you sell them? Do you market them? What do you do? Do you bring people in for photo shoots? Like, what's the core of this business?
I'd say the core of the business is selling clothes.
Selling clothes.
Yeah, so I'm a thrifter. I'm in the thrift business. So I source clothes from all over the country. I've got a Durban, Yaboniji, Joburg as well. So it's just like the passion and the love for impahla. And then I sell it to other people who can also appreciate, the culture of thrift. So at its core, the business is selling clothes, and then also the magazine comes into play. I also have a magazine, and then photo shoots as well. That also comes to play, just to build this sort of empire we call retro.
Yeah. No, I feel you. You just told us that you have a magazine. I will talk about that in a few. So, given the states that this whole culture that has emerged now, like throughout the whole country, not even here in PMB, throughout the whole country, did you get sort of like an inspiration? Did that like motivate you to start pushing more retro, more thrift type of clothing? Because I know back then thrift wasn't as big as it actually is right now. So do you feel as if that new wave or that new culture helped you in like establishing or gave you like that confidence in helping to say no, as in, let me just ride this and see where it takes me?
Yeah, Zuko Cele. I mean, you're right about that. Thrifting, for me personally, I was thrifting since high school. I've been since like grade 9.
Yeah.
And people would always tell me, like, they like my style. Sure. And it's something that just continued as I grew older.
Yeah.
I think it wasn't until like I was in varsity when Mumchito was just like, yo, dog, it's English shit now. I'm telling you. I said, no, let's go what's your face on now? I'm born with okay.
People are interested.
There's a market for this thing. So I think that's when I started seeing, okay, maybe I can do it as a business. So it's been very helpful, like the culture of thrift has been thriving. It's sort of growing because more people are sort of realizing it's okay. It's good to buy impahla that are secondhand, that are used, because I mean you're saving the planet, you're saving the environment,
you're saving cash as well.
Yeah, I mean cash.
You're saving cash as well.
Not all the time though. Not all the time, because Vetuzotola easy. Here's an example.
Okay.
This shirt over here, bro. this is not your average shirt.
polo.
I see on a polo, it's it off the road.
Yeah,
So what I'm just trying to get at is that, you know, oftentimes people have this understanding what thrift is cheaper or thrift is this and that. To really appreciate the culture, you have to appreciate Sibahla in itself and appreciate the fact that, okay, this is not something that we're told at Amarisbeck. So it's rare and rarity as well. So, I mean, I'll take it back to the environment and whatnot. You know, fashion trends wastes a lot of water, it pollutes. Yabona for themselves, brother, people work in the fashion industry, bro. They don't get paid a lot. They work hectic hours. So this thrift wave is more like a change in mindsets for abantu abaningi that are just like, you know what, how can we make the world a better place? Yeah.
Okay. So like I'm learning so much as we speak. So like, given what you've told me so far about you have to have like a certain taste in clothing, and you have to have love and passion
Sure.
for thrift clothing.
Sure.
So with that, did you have like, you talked about you started it back in high school, back in grade 8. Did you have like a group where you, cause like, sorry to say, but back then we used to have things like Amaskota, and they had a group, they chill in a corner somewhere, and they do their thing. Did you guys have like a group back in high school? Because we all know back in high school you only used to get to wear like like 2 or 3 or 4 times a year. So when that opportunity came, did you have like a squad to plan? Next week is like casual day or whatever. Let's go all out and show these people like our vibe, our energy.
No, it's no. I went to squad activity, say MCS, Western Christian School. So it was a very small school, and with that said, I wanna like environmental corner sort of like encourage creativity and uniqueness. So I was alone with this thrift mindset. However, like there were a few girls that I knew that were also sort of into this thrifting thing. So so I think me as an individual, I've always just done these into by myself. So unfortunately I wasn't in a group. However, I would have liked to be in a group. I think what's in there right.
Okay. So given that you just said you didn't have the opportunity to be in a group. So do you feel like that sense of like isolation, did it help you, or did it like pull you down? Like how do you take that thing of not having people to like hype you up, build up did it motivate you? No, since I don't have people, I'm not gonna sit at home and cry about it. I'm gonna go out there, find people who are going to be interested in my shit. How do you take that whole being isolated in your own craft and genre type of creativity?
Well, back then, if I focus on back then, in high school, I'd say I ain't affect time. In fact, it scored me more points, bro. It was like that's it. Mr. Price. So obviously, you know, automatically, they're gonna see you as like different from everyone else. And I think, not to just say that girls, but I'm just saying as an individual, it just quickly made me think, you know what, I need to set myself apart in life and not always try to do it that everyone does. Sometimes both fits are unique. And I think, especially in today's like journalists evolving and we've developed, it's the best time for you to be unique. Especially if you look at fashion and number models about time much. You used to pick people that were beautiful in a very like
specific way, environment.
But now you look at it today and you get abantu albino that are models. You get people that have skin conditions where like has got like massive like different conditions, and you can see like the culture of accepting people for who they are is actually starting to develop and grow. So I think, man, it's a beautiful thing to be an individual and unique.
Okay, I'm learning so much shit about this, man. Okay, so we going back to the magazine now.
Yeah,
You said something about the magazine.
Yeah, yeah.
Because we were speaking before we started rolling the
Yeah, sure.
cameras. We had a very amazing conversation.
Mm.
You mentioned something about it's all about the clothes, but you do magazines as well,
Yeah.
right? So tell us more about that, the magazines, like the aspects
Okay.
that like part of the business.
Okay. So as today, like we've published 5 issues of the magazine.
Okay.
We started in 2017. Originally, the magazine was just like an idea that I had. That I was just like, one day I want to miss darlings about a magazine, and slowly but surely, with technology and with these programs that we sort of get access to, like Photoshop or InDesign, I started seeing it's okay now, like it's possible for me to do it with what I have already, with one computer, one camera, and just be able to like plan this. And so, fortunately, given I think I've always been good with people, so I was able to just like talk to some people that I knew about Balai, or people that I knew that had very strong opinions, and I was like, guys, let's put something together. And so that was the first issue. Over here I have the 4th issue of the magazine. Over here, this issue over here was a very special issue. We talked about identity in this one. So just as a whole, magazine it focuses on really like finding ourselves as individuals. Going back to what I was talking about again, I think the whole wave of the magazine, beyond just talking about fashion, because it focuses a lot on thrifting and thrift fashion, but beyond that, we also are conscious of the fact that we are human beings living in this society and in this area. And there's so much going on. Back then, you didn't have challenges of what umuntu has problems or cannot identify their sexuality, and someone says it's okay, angidli nyama, and then everyone's like, how are you crazy? But now, thanks to a magazine and like the internet and whatnot, people are understanding what there's sort of logic behind not eating nyama, and saying it's okay, you're murdering animals, meat is not good, eating meat is not good for the environment, slaughterhouses have this impact, and so on and so on. In fact, did you know that like it's a theory that says inyama was never meant to be consumed by human beings. As human beings, like our metabolism was made for eating, consuming plants, so happy for diet.
Okay.
So, but
that's a topic for another day. Okay. So like, I just wanna stick on the topic of the magazine a bit more, because off camera we had a lot to say about the magazine. I saw you had a copy of the magazine. So like in the magazine, like how do you guys merge the thrift and the identifying yourself type of vibe? Do you kind of like find ways to merge? Because I know they often say the way you dress says a lot about you.
True.
So do you let people, for instance, you said you do photo shoots. Just an idea that popped into my head right now. Let's just say I wanna come for a photo shoot, and you would see I'm wearing like flamboyant clothes, things that are like way out of, like, I don't know, very creative clothes. Would you like invite me over and say, no, since you dress like this, I'd like to feature you in the magazine. Would you like to explain what this says about you? Why are you wearing this? Like, is it, or does the magazine, is the magazine a platform for expressing yourself, or like a kind of like explaining to people why you dress the way you dress?
Yeah, definitely, bro. I think you better that. That's definitely the case. With the magazine, like I said from the beginning, it's all about individuality and uniqueness, appreciating people as they are. It's never a case of it's okay now, Usbanbani doesn't really fit into this category, so now I have to make them into this category. It's not that. Like I said, it's just all about celebrating the uniqueness, yeah, man. The magazine itself is online, so but I do also have printed versions, but usually most of the time I want just true to the market that I'm operating in. And like the magazine is still small, so a lot of people aren't very comfortable with like paying for printed copy.
Okay.
So
okay.
I'm more than happy to let people like download it for free.
A PDF or something.
Yeah, it is a PDF
okay.
that you can download online for free on retro.co.za.
Okay. I looked into the website earlier this morning. It's for instance, I thought you had this going for like 10 years, like because the website is professional, like everything is up to date. You have a card there. You had a wish list as well. Also, congratulations on that. For working very hard on that. But like, I really, you must excuse me. I'm really interested in this magazine. I haven't read it. I haven't gotten the opportunity. Hence why I'm picking your brain and wanting to know more about it. So you also said in the magazine you talk about social issues, right? So what kind of topics does one expect to get when they get a magazine?
I definitely think there's a recurring sort of theme in most of the issues of just like personal pain that people feel. I want a pain that you could not say I personally have experienced it. A good example was of a good friend of mine, Okuko, and man, as it filmed in that because she was pregnant and basically I didn't know her before then, but she basically needed a photo shoot, and she was like, "Yo, being a photographer," and she wanted, "No, let's hook up, let's do it." So we went on to we found a place, a shooter, everything was lovely. She loved the pigs. Okay, perfect. The day she was giving birth, there were complications, and she lost the child in the process. But even that process of her losing the child, it wasn't something I should say is normal. There was a lot of issues surrounded by the fact that this S01 government hospital and the treatment that she got was not the type of treatment that you give a woman, or even worse, a woman that's in labor. So like I say, those, it's really talking about individuals and their stories and their personal experiences. Not to say the whole magazine is just like depressed. It's not depressed.
So the whole theme is not like a depressed theme.
No. In per issue there'll be that story that's a little sort of that's deeper than the rest. That makes you open your eyes. One would say, hey, we're young. Sikhulile ukuthi sibe isikhuluma sithi siyolo abantwana bama-over but ekugcineni yabona bese shuba fethu ukushintsha ukudla epletini kuyashintsha.
Now I also want my personal copy of the magazine, given how you explained it. So just to wrap it up, man, like where do you actually see the future of drifting here in PMB? Where do you see the future of drifting going?
PMB only, right?
Yeah. Okay. Let's just focus on KZN, because man, I feel like here at KZN we kind of not left behind, but like we moving at a much slower rate than provinces like Gauteng and Pretoria,
That's true, right? But with that said, I want to say drifting, it's always been there, right? Like it's always been there. It just recently started showing up or becoming mainstream, but it's always been there. It's thrift shops have always been there. One vintage, one like half the time the clothes that you think that they're wearing that they bought a long time ago, something they bought it like last year. But because they're aware, they
know exactly where to go to get the type of merchandise that they like.
You see, so like there's certain clothes that they don't make anymore. Designs and patterns that don't make. So I just think more people are becoming aware of what's okay. Oh my word, these clothes are like this. Where can I get them? And I just think as a whole, I don't think the thrift culture is a trend. It's not a trend. It's not something that's going to come and go because it's been here for a long time. I think all that's just going to happen is just that the already existing culture is going to just grow even more because more people are coming up with I'm a thrift businesses on Instagram.
I also saw in the website that you also offer like a bit of guidance and help on how to start your own thrift shop business if you'd like to.
Yeah, no, it's just is that some went your article in the blog was just basically because I've seen the impact that this business or the business of the culture.
Yeah, let's not call it a business. Let's call it a culture.
No, but it's business because
Yeah.
it's in end, you are selling. You
Yeah,
are selling.
okay.
And you have to respect the fact that it's business and you have to treat people like
Concepts of
customers.
exchange.
Yeah, but within that, you must respect the culture within the business.
Okay.
Yeah, so respecting it would be, it's okay. The way you do it, don't forget you're representing culture. Don't treat people badly.
Yeah.
And then say, yo, no refunds. No,
Oh,
so
okay.
culture. So basically, man, what I'm just trying to encourage, I'm encouraging people to, okay, if you want to like join this culture, do so, but now my guidelines. Do is into right, so that you can be more successful, and so the culture as a whole can grow. I mean, I'm not against anyone becoming a thrift, starting a thrift business. In fact, I encourage it because that only means I wonder what it's like. It's like you have your group of people, of group of friends. I have my group of friends. Maritzburg is whole case, KZN is huge. So if you start in your business, when you are making people around you aware of this culture of thrifting, I'm making people around me aware of this culture of thrifting. And then we have the internet, which connects us all. So I want you starting your own market, Kagin. I'm starting my own market, Kagin.
And if you come together,
eventually,
okay.
abantu bazobona Instagram. Okay, my profile yakho suggests my profile. So now we're growing the culture. So then I don't think it's gonna take money out of anyone's pockets or anything. In fact, it's just gonna grow.
Money out of everyone.
And introduce more money into the market as a whole.
Okay, that's
so, man.
That's interesting, man. I actually like your pattern of thinking and thing. I was actually thinking just before we close. You know how we were speaking off camera that here in PMB we often have a lot of events that usually associate fun and alcohol. You know, so when you let's just say for instance hypothetically speaking, you have something going on maybe here at Alex Park, maybe a thrift shop or like a thrift day. Let's just put it like that. A thrift day where there's just like a whole display of thrift clothing and whatnot. Would it be possible to have no alcohol, or just to bring the vibe and the whole spirits up? Would you include alcohol?
Okay, Velvet, I've had I have this sort of event called the garage sale, which basically I sell these clothes that you see over here, but like outside in Mizaband to come in. I don't sell alcohol. I don't promote alcohol. However, if you as an individual enjoy your alcohol and you want to be there, enjoy the vibe, and whatnot, who am I to tell you not to bring alcohol?
Because after all, we are expressing ourselves. You know.
What's in share? Obviously, the boundaries.
Just be respectful about it.
Also bad guy. I want so many sense or something about it. But I think they sort of boundaries and their levels. Well, the problem is that I often see people don't drink to enjoy. So I think if we can sort of just change that mentality of let's drink to enjoy,
to have fun and enjoy,
not
Okay, no man. I'm sure our listeners have also learned a lot about you, a lot about the business. Like it's an eye-opening experience and moment for us, especially if we didn't like take the time and actually look into this. You know, so like I wish you well, man. I'll definitely be purchasing if there's going to be purchasing of any magazines, you know, and hopefully this is not the last time we do this, you know. We will come back and check up on you maybe in like 3 months, see how things have been going and everything. So just thank you for giving us your time, man.
No, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate everyone out there. Can I just give a young shout?
Yeah, it's okay.
I like what you guys are doing, guys. There's never been a better time to start your own business, to start hustling. The economic environment like South Africa is not looking good. We need more people that are going to empower other people. So this is your time to be inspired by other people. If it's music, if it's any culture that you're into, this is good. Let's just grow each other, help each other, inspire each other. We're not against each other. Sisonke sindawo. Yeah.
Thank you, man. Those are very lovely words, man.
Sure.
Thank you. So there you have it, Grind Talks family. It's been a roller coaster, man. Like I've learned so much personally from this whole experience, and I'm just mind blown. I don't even know what to say. So again, I'd like to thank Zuko for being here. And if you are also interested in coming into a show, if you have a business, if you have someone you know, we always drop our handles on Instagram on a daily. Just take the number, shoot us a text, we will reply. Send us a DM, we will reply. Like, let's all grow, man. Let's all grow. Tune in again. And yeah, thank you for watching. It's your boy Smash.